Hello, hello, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I am Michelle Trevino. I'm here to bring you information about wellness. And today's topic is about a question that a lot of people ask me, especially after they have started the treatment, and they want to know, how long am I going to be going to the restroom? You know, am I with this loose stool? I have a lot of loose stool. How long is this supposed to last? So I want to start off by saying that not everybody gets a loose stool. Majority of the people do, but there are some cases. I've had many cases where people do not get any loose stool whatsoever, and they still lose weight fantastically. Okay, so that's not going to, just because you're not getting loose stool does not mean you're not going to lose the weight. That just means, you know, that some people are more intoxicated than others, which we already know. Okay, so it doesn't mean you're not going to lose the weight. You will definitely lose the weight, but your body just doesn't need to be, your intestines do not need to be cleansed out. Okay, some people start also going to the restroom around day 2, 3, 4. I have very small percentage that the first day that they take it, they're already going to the restroom. Okay, but it is possible. And then there's some people like me, they take up to 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks to start detoxing. Also possible. Okay, so like I said, and I keep saying, it's really depends on everybody's individual case. So how long am I going to be going to the restroom with loose stool? Well, it's also very dependent on your system. Okay, there's some people that go maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, up to 2-3 months. Okay, it really depends on your system, but there are some factors that make you go even more, so I do want to address that. Eating greasier. Okay, eating very greasy foods. The greasier, remember that this is a fat eliminator. It's a fat dilator. So what is it going to do? The greasier you eat, the more loose your stool is going to be. So take that into consideration. Okay, so during this phase, it is super important that we do consume a lot of water. A lot of water, because we need to hydrate our bodies, one, and we need to be consuming, you know, flushing out the toxins, and we're replenishing that liquid that we are eliminating. So I do recommend you drink a lot of water, diuretic drinks, okay, our green teas. I have several videos on diuretic drinks and how to drink more water, the types of waters you can drink. But I have had a lot of questions lately about people asking me, can I substitute Gatorade or Powerade for water? No, please do not substitute Gatorade for water. That is a big no, because we don't need that extra sodium. Remember, Gatorade and Powerade has a lot of sodium, salt. Okay, so what's going to happen if you drink a lot of that? You will probably start retaining liquids. We don't want you to start retaining liquids, because then you start bloating and you start gaining weight, and we don't want that. And it's not weight, but it's water weight, so you will see it reflected on the scale. A lot of foods high in potassium. Remember, during the rest phase when you're going a lot to the restroom. And what else? Make sure your meals, you know, you're still eating your meals during that phase. Lighter meals maybe might feel better in your stomach if you are going a lot to the restroom. You know, some people tell me, as soon as I eat, I'm in the restroom. So make sure you're eating smaller meals where your stomach's not overfilled. I recommend also smaller meals, you know, throughout your day. Lighter meals, that way. I know a lot of like bread meats, they do feel heavy on your stomach, especially if you're detoxing. You know, you might be going more to the restroom, so it is important, you know, you stick with your lighter meals, and you can eat more times throughout the day if you're hungry, but, you know, just as long as your meals are not so heavy, so you're not rushing to the restroom, because a lot of people do tell me, as soon as I eat, I'm already in the restroom. So just to avoid those situations, I know most people do work, and, you know, we don't want you to have that inconvenience. So in order to avoid that, that's a good alternative. I also recommend, please do not take any kind of anti-diarrhea medication during this phase. It is necessary to do a colon cleanse, to clean it out, to eliminate all those toxins, all those waste that we've had for years maybe, and we can start feeling better, lighter about our start cleansing, and then once we are finished with our detox, we will start seeing changes in our sizes, and then the weight. Don't focus on the scale, okay? And well, for today, that was it. Thank you for joining me. A blessed afternoon, and we will see you next week. Blessings to everybody.